some of you want to kill me, but so be it. Yeah.
In fact, I'm impressed by your great talk, and in fact, I envy your enthusiasm on your way of arguing, of the knowledge. But I think that there is one big problem in this kind of a talk. That in fact, you are convincing convincer. And there is one question which you ought to ask just before your talk. How many socialists are on the, or how many statists, or how many reservationists are? And you ought to be invited for the audience full of socialists, not with these people like we are.
So can I answer that quickly? So can I answer that quickly?
Yeah.
So I've been in Europe for 2 weeks now. This is my 14th talk. Other than 3, all the other talks, well, maybe, other than 5, all the other talks were in front of socialists. So I agree with you. But there's another point. And that is, yes, all of you are anti-statist. But my argument was not that the state is bad, that not as capitalism is good. My argument that if we want to win, we need to embrace a certain moral code, which I will guarantee most of you have not accepted, because I asked how many were objectivist at the beginning, and very few of you raised your hands. So my goal is not just to say liberty is good, capitalism is good. My argument is to say self-interest is good. The morality of self-interest indeed is the only way we're going to defend capitalism, we're going to defend liberty. And if you try to do it any other way, you will fail. So I think there is a skeptical audience with that regard, even in this room.
Yes, but you have answered my question, and it was the last word which I would like to say. What are the procedures, what are the way to convince great part of the society in Poland, in the US, and in other parts of the world, just to convince to our ideas and impose living of a society without the strong and powerful government? This is the big question.
Yeah, so my view is the only way to convince the people, and it's going to take a long time. This is not, I know you're young, so you think, bam, everything's going to happen like that. This is decades-long campaign that all of us, hopefully, are engaged in. This is going to take a long time because the changes are fundamental. They're not just superficial. It's not just about getting them to vote a particular way or another way, because that goes up and down, that changes. And politicians, once they get into power, are very different than what they are before they get into power. This is about changing people's fundamental beliefs, and that takes a long time. And the arguments you have to make are the arguments I believe I made, the arguments Ayn Rand makes, the arguments in these books. They are arguments about morality, about the purpose of individuals' life. And unless you can make those arguments and then convince them that the only way in which they can pursue their own happiness, that A, that's a good thing to pursue your own happiness, and B, the only way to pursue that happiness is through liberty and freedom, that's it. That's what you have to continuously do. And again, it's going to take a long time, and it has to be focused on young people, because after the age of 30, almost nobody changes their mind about anything important in life. I'm serious. This is like, we're like
Yes, but you are perfectly right.
It's all about young people.
When we are talking about the way of thinking of the Polish professors at the university.
Oh yeah, forget the professors. In Poland, in everywhere, forget the professors. You focus on young people in high school and in college. The beautiful thing about human beings is that about age 14, we get this rush of hormones. And this rush of hormones makes us doubt everything. It makes us doubt authority. It makes us doubt our professors. It makes us doubt our parents. That's your entry point. That's where you say, oh, you're doubting? Here's some new ideas. Then it's when you're 14 to when you're 25, it's cool to be radical. Well, the left's not radical. The left's boring. The left's the same, everybody's a leftist. We're the radicals. We're the cool ones, right?